The Social Security Administration is sending out retroactive payments to millions of Americans starting this week. These are payments related to the new Social Security Fairness Act that was signed in January by President Biden. The Social Security Administration thought it would take about 12 months to process and send the payments, but thanks to automation, they were able to get the details sorted out quickly. The extra payments will be sent out in two phases. Phase 1 is from February to March 2025. The first wave of payments started this week, and some people already got their direct deposits. By the end of March, most of the 3.2 million people who qualify will get their lump sum payments. These lump sum payments cover what you should have received from January 2024 through January 2025. Depending on the situation, some people may get between $4,320 and $14,280 in back pay on average. That's a pretty big chunk of money all at once. However, many people will get less. Phase 2 is starting in April 2025. In April, you'll see your first bigger monthly check. Remember, Social Security always pays for the previous month. So how much more you get each month depends on your situation. If you were hit by the WEP rule, you'll get about $360 more each month on average. If you were affected by the GPO rule for spousal benefits, you'll see about $700 more each month on average for living spouses. About 390,000 surviving spouses will see an average increase of $1,190 per month. This is going to make a big difference in people's lives every single month from now on. Now here's who gets these extra payments. There are three main groups of people who will benefit. First, we have state and local government workers. This includes teachers in 15 states like Massachusetts, Illinois, and Ohio, where teachers don't pay into Social Security. It also includes firefighters and police officers in cities with their own separate pension systems. Second, there are federal workers, specifically people who were hired before 1984 and are part of the Civil Service Retirement System, or CSRS for short. Third, there are people who worked internationally. If you earned a pension in another country, but also qualify for some U.S. Social Security benefits, you may get more benefits too. Now, it's important to know that not all government workers were affected by the old rules. About 72% of public sector workers are already covered by Social Security in their jobs, so they won't see changes from this new law. The Social Security Administration is also working on helping people who never even bothered to apply for benefits because of those old unfair rules. They're calculating benefits for people who didn't apply for Social Security at all because they knew their benefits would be cut by those WEP or GPO rules. It also includes people who never applied for spousal benefits because they knew the GPO rule would reduce them to almost nothing, and about 500,000 Americans who already have other cases being reviewed by Social Security and are also affected by these rule changes. Now, if you're in one of these groups, Social Security is likely working on your case right now. They'll reach out to you when they've figured out what you're owed. This is because there are thousands of retired teachers, firefighters, and other public workers who just never applied thinking it wasn't worth it. Now they might get benefits they never expected. Here are the simple steps to follow if you think you qualify for these extra payments. First, keep an eye on your bank account. Look for deposits from the SSA. If you get paper checks instead of direct deposit, you might need to wait until March for your check to arrive in the mail. Second, watch your mailbox for two important letters. First, you'll get a notice confirming that those old reduction rules don't apply to you anymore. Next, you'll also get another letter showing your new, higher benefit amount. And this is super important. You need to watch out for scammers. There are already people trying to take advantage of this situation. Remember, the Social Security Administration will never call you out of the blue asking you to verify your payment details. They already have all of your information, so don't give your personal or banking info to anyone who calls claiming to be from Social Security. Look, I know dealing with government stuff can be frustrating, so let me tell you exactly when to reach out if something doesn't seem right with your payments. If your back payment doesn't show up, don't panic right away. The Social Security Administration is processing millions of payments. Wait until April 7th, 2025 before you contact them. If you still haven't received your money by then that's when you should call. If you think the amount you received is wrong, wait until you get the first letter in the mail. This letter will explain exactly how they calculated your new benefit. Once you have this letter, you can call them if the numbers don't make sense. Remember, their phone lines are going to be super busy right now, so only call when you really need to and follow this timeline to avoid wasting your time on hold. While this is awesome news for millions of retirees getting more money, it does create some new challenges. First, there are a couple issues people need to watch out for. One is tax concerns. Getting a big lump sum payment might push you into a higher tax bracket for 2025. The IRS hasn't told us exactly how to handle this yet, so you might want to set some money aside for taxes. Next is Medicaid. It is unclear if the people who also get SSI benefits might make too much money now to qualify for Medicaid. If you're in this situation, you might need to check with your local Medicaid office to see how this affects you. Finally, the Social Security Trust Fund is going to run out of money faster now. Before this law, the money was expected to last until 2033. Now experts think it will run out of money before then. That's because these extra payments cost about $20 billion every year. To fix this problem, we'll need to make some tough choices soon. We might need to increase the Social Security payroll tax from 12.4 up to 13.4%. But what if there was a different way we could save Social Security that no one is talking about? Well, Congress created a new proposal that suggests giving everyone a $2,000 flat Social Security benefit no matter how much they paid into the system. If you want to find out how this would affect you, watch this video next.